Welcome to our channel. This is where we update the most attractive, mysterious, and shocking plots from hit TV series. In today's video, we will take you into a nightmare at a lavish charity party at the Dupree Mansion, where a gunshot ended Martin's life. Opening up a series of terrifying secrets behind the glamorous facade of the upper class. Discover a story not for the faint of heart, and don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any shocking developments in the future. In the sparkling lights and luxurious music of the charity party held at the Dupree Mansion, everything seemed perfect down to the last detail. Famous businessmen, powerful politicians, and the elite dressed in finery, raised glasses of red wine in the satisfaction and pretense often seen at flashy parties. None of them expected that, in just a few minutes, blood would be staining the silk carpet, and a man would be lying motionless at the feet of those who once considered him the center of the underground power universe. Martin stood in the VIP area, surrounded by influential figures. Nicole, the main host of the party and also Martin's current lover, had just finished her short, inspirational speech. As everyone began to prepare for the main donation, a sudden gunshot rang out, piercing the luxurious and noisy atmosphere with its cold cruelty. Martin collapsed to the floor, blood pouring from his left chest, his eyes wide open as if he could not believe that death had come to him so suddenly. Nicole stood there, her white dress stained with blood, her face so panicked that it was almost disfigured, her trembling hands unable to touch the man she believed was about to propose to her. Chaos enveloped the hall. The screams, the sounds of running, the sound of broken glass hitting the cold stone floor sounded like a symphony of horror. Security personnel immediately sealed off the scene. The police were called, bringing along experienced investigation teams. Security cameras were checked that night. In one of the tapes, the image of Chelsea, Martin's ex-lover, appeared. She sneaked into the VIP area just minutes before the shooting. Although there was no footage of the shooting later, the time of Chelsea's presence strangely coincided, causing all suspicion to immediately fall on her. Chelsea used to be an important part of Martin's life. They used to be passionately in love. Used to be a prominent power couple in the financial and artistic world, until Martin suddenly broke up without reason, causing Chelsea to mysteriously disappear from society for 2 years. No one knew where she went, and no one asked because Martin's coldness and cruelty in ending that once-admired relationship made everyone believe that she deserved to be forgotten. But Chelsea did not disappear because of grief. She disappeared to find the truth. 2 years ago, while accidentally looking up Martin's financial documents, she discovered shady transactions related to a transnational human trafficking organization. She intended to report it to the police, but that night, a traffic accident that almost took her life happened. Her car was hit from behind, and the driver of the other car disappeared without a trace. Chelsea suspected that Martin was the one behind the accident to cover up the clues. But without concrete evidence, she was forced to retreat, more quietly and cautiously than ever. For 2 years, Chelsea has been following Martin, collecting evidence, and tracing the dark organization he is hiding. She discovers that Martin is not only a successful businessman, but also a key link in the human organ trafficking ring, disguised as humanitarian medical projects. Charity parties like tonight are actually places for him to meet foreign partners, launder money, and gain trust from the community. Chelsea returned, not out of love, and certainly not out of jealousy. She returned to bring Martin to light. But she was not the one who pulled the trigger. When she arrived at the VIP area, she only left a small device under the banquet table, a voice-activated recorder, to record Martin's confidential exchanges during the party. She knew he would be vulnerable. She did not bring a weapon. She did not need to do it with blood. She needed the truth. But someone else had already struck first. While the police focused on Chelsea, another person, hidden deep within the service staff, was quietly erasing his tracks. A man named Evan, Martin's close assistant, was the only one who knew all about his underground activities. Evan was once a street kid who Martin saved, educated, and gave him a job. But it was Martin who killed Evan's sister in a voluntary organ transplant 3 years ago, a fact that Evan only learned a few months ago. From that moment on, Evan vowed revenge. He planned it in detail, waited for the right moment, and acted without leaving any loopholes. While everyone was focused on the video of Chelsea, Evan quietly left the villa through the staff exit. Carrying a gun that had been wrapped in a sterile plastic layer, with no fingerprints, no DNA. The police had no reason to suspect someone like him, someone who was always quiet, devoted, and almost invisible to everyone. Nicole, after the shock, began to notice unusual things. She remembered that Martin had recently become strange. He often made secret calls, went away for no reason, and hid documents in a safe. She had asked but was always evaded. Now that Martin was dead, Nicole began to search for the truth, following the clues she had ignored because of her blind love. She did not believe Chelsea was the killer. Although she was jealous, she knew that Chelsea was not the type to act impulsively. And Nicole accidentally discovered a recording hidden under the dinner table, the device that Chelsea had left behind. In the recording, Martin's voice is heard alongside another man's, negotiating the transfer of a new shipment of cargo, actually 3 children kidnapped from the slums of a Southeast Asian country, to a clinic in Europe. The gruesome details of the process of keeping children alive long enough to harvest their organs are described in such detail, leaving Nicole speechless. She cannot believe that the man she loves is the one running such a network of evil. She hands the recording over to the police. Chelsea is released. The investigation is expanded. Martin's name is dug up, his reputation blackened after his death. But Evan is still nowhere to be found, as if he never existed. Nicole cannot sleep, because she feels that someone is still watching her, every step of the way. Someone who does not want the truth about Evan to be revealed. Someone willing to kill to keep the final secret. And then, one rainy night, when Nicole opened the mailbox in front of her house, she received a black USB drive. Inside was a video of Martin in his final moments, not a security camera image, but a close-up recording from a hidden camera. In the video, Evan appeared, calm, cold, holding a gun to Martin, and uttering a short sentence before pulling the trigger, "For my sister." Nicole burst into tears. Not because of Martin, but because she knew she was holding in her hands the last piece of the puzzle, but she could not make it public. If she handed over the video, the organization behind Evan, the organization that Martin once led, would hunt Evan down. And when Evan fell, the secret would be buried forever. But if she kept it, Evan would forever be an indelible ghost in her life. No one wins in this war. Only the truth lives on, cold, cruel, and never sleeps. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the next shocking developments. The truth is just beginning to be revealed. And what's coming next will keep you glued to your seat.